Welcome to Franken TV, our Saturday show. I am your humble servant and peasant, Franken Dan. Today, we're going to be going through the top 10 blockchain games of 2022. It's going to be bullet speed. I'm going to be coming at you guys very quick with these. I've made my own little improv list that I think are going to be relevant and important games, and a couple that will be the cream of the crop, the top echelon. So we're gonna we got an exciting show for y'all. Can't wait to run you through this, and we've also got some sneak peeks of the Franken Tower. What? NFT Worlds? What? Alrighty, let's get into it. Let's go.
Shorty pick a number, ask her what she want, and she told me that she only need a one-on-one. You can go and check the wallet, I'm just having fun. Watch some money come, I ain't tryna flip, baby, I just bought the dip. And yeah, my bitch is curvy, I ain't talking about her hips. Didn't need a white list, took a shot I can't miss. I'm just sleeping while they sleeping, they forgot the D-list. Now I'm like, oh no, I don't want that FOMO. We about to blow. Don't blink too quick, might miss it when we go. And I don't wanna die out now. Dr. River said I'm gonna find out right now. Said the flow gon' be 2 weeks now. And I hope you all hold to 10 ETH now. And I don't wanna die out now. Dr. River said I'm gonna find out right now. The flow gon' be 2 weeks now. And I hope you all hold to 10 ETH now.
My Frankens, my fellow Frankens, happy Saturday to you. Hope you are doing fantastico, as I am doing fantastico. Alrighty, so we're going to start this off. I'm just going to get right into it. We're going to start this off with a quick look at the Franken Tower. This is our tower that has been in development for a hot minute in our NFT worlds. It's not done. The world is still being built out. Soon we will have a teaser in HD with a very high resolution shader pack, and will look super cinematic and really dope. The world builders are actively working on this. Excuse me. But this is kind of just a flashback from our stream yesterday for anybody who missed it. This is the tower in the NFT worlds that is being built out. Look how sick it looks. It's crazy. Just wait till you can head in the server and explore it. We got a lot of dope stuff coming. So thank you for hanging with us, believing in us. Rewards are coming soon. Your loyalty will be rewarded heavily. Okay. So do appreciate y'all and just really excited about it. So we're going to get right into our show, right into it immediately. Okay. Immediately. First and foremost, right? Top 10 blockchain games. Number 1 for 2022. Ember Sword. This is going to be an open world MMORPG. Very dope aesthetic that they have here. This is just the world art. But if we want to take a look at their gameplay, I'm just going to be focusing a ton on the gameplay today as much as I can, as it is usually the most telling thing of whether a game will be successful. You want it to look good. You want it to feel good. And I'm liking what I see here. It's kind of got this, like, I don't know if I'd call it steampunk, but just a bit of, it's like this RuneScape meets Fortnite meets like some weird Korean MMO. I don't know how I would quantify this or what I would compare it to, but it looks dope. I like the character design. I'm liking that they're going to be doing some open world action. If we want to just take a look at, are these all just cinematics? These are all their cinematics. Let me see here. So their cinematics are cool. I'm more so interested in gameplay and what they're actually building. But there's a lot here. If you actually take a look at their whole overview, Ultimate Sandbox MMO, meaningful endgame content, professions and skills, what you'd normally expect of an MMO, territories, caravan trading, land ownership, AI game master, nations, the blockchain elements, the NFTs. No indicator right now whether they'll have an in-game currency, but they're going to be going hard with these NFTs, both as collectibles, players, characters, lands. Like you can already see from the plot, settlement, town, city. And they've got a very, very deep FAQ. So if you really want to learn about this game, which I urge you to do, it's called Ember Sword. Go check out their FAQ. Check out their Twitter. They got a ton of like podcasts that they do on their YouTube as well. And you can really get up to speed with the development of this game. They're actively developing it. They have a docs team. These are all big green lights for me. I like to see that. And yeah, they're just building, man. They're just in biddle mode. So shout out Ember Sword coming on at number 10 on our list. Moving on. This one is dope. Move to earn. Stepin. So you download their app. You go on their marketplace. You buy one of their shoe NFTs. Each one comes with their own base stats, their own earning rates, all that good jazz, right? So you have walker, jogger, runner, trainer, and depending on how much distance you go per day, you literally own or you earn a cryptocurrency. It's called Stepin GMT, which is currently at like borderline all-time highs. You can see this thing did a run since when was it? Look, since early March, it did like 8x. Jesus, 7x, 7.5x. Crazy, very impressive. So, I mean, this is nuts. Its valuations are pretty stupidly high. I personally would not be buying the token, but I would look into like just downloading the app, available on both iOS, Android, and take a look at it. It's on Solana, so you're not going to be paying insane gas fees, anything like that. And it's just a really cool concept. I mean, if you're already a sporty person, now you can start earning crypto on top of your sporty endeavors. So this one was called Stepin. It's just spelled stepn.com. I will have some links in the description. Do check that out. Number 3 on our list, Crabata. This is basically crab version of Axie Infinity on the Avalanche ecosystem. Crabata. I personally not too into the game's aesthetics, which is why I haven't really played it. But here's a brief look at their gameplay, where you pick your team, different formations. Obviously, each game has their own meta and learning curve of like what is the ideal team for the best win rates, and you just battle it out. It's a very simple UI. It's browser based, which means you could probably play it on anything. Might be a little finicky on mobile though, and it's really as simple as that. There's also a mining mechanic that you can do on your crab, loot, breed, and battle. One thing that I like about this specifically is their in-game token. Okay, so if you're familiar with Axie Infinity, Axie has AXS, which is like their game, I guess you could say maybe governance, or a token that actually represents their game ecosystem. And then they have their in-game currency that you earn on your Axies called SLP. SLP is what you earn per battle. Okay, this is the in-game rewards currency. And unfortunately, like that, it's been very hard for this currency to appreciate in value because its main utility is just to be farmed and sold immediately, which is why you see it chilling near all-time lows almost all the time, just like Thetan coin, another in-game payout currency for another blockchain game. Look at this. It just looks like a rug token, which it's not. It's just people are playing and selling and just literally choosing to sell. There's no incentive to hold this coin at all. But with Treasure Under Sea, we see a little bit of different price action here, which is interesting, where one, it's volatile. We are having volatile swings, but it's not falling so aggressively, minus 99%, right? Minus 67. And we're actually seeing use cases for the token to actually be held and appreciate. People are buying it, holding it, using it for other utilities in the game. So they're doing things a little bit differently. Not to mention it's on Avalanche. The Avalanche ecosystem is not rich with games. This is like their top game right now. So if you're looking for new upcoming ecosystems and games being built on these new upcoming ecosystems, it's a very, very early and risky bet. But Crabata is the Axie Infinity of the Avalanche chain. So I would be looking at Crabata if you're looking for something on AVAX, right? And AVAX super cheap fees. Beauty. So we've been through our first 3. Moving on. Okay, now we get a little bit more interesting. Moving on. Alluvium. Okay, coming in at number 4. Alluvium. Let me just show you the gameplay. Alluvium.
Can we see when we
look at this gameplay? So it's basically like a Pokemon auto battler. They have 2 types of gameplay. Right now we're in the battle mode where you have like your trainer and you have different monsters and they battle it out. And there's obviously a whole meta with like the type of character you have. You see there's elements, earth, poison, water, nature, bulwark, empath, fighter, fire, rogue. So a lot of different classes, but the particles, the animations are just really high fidelity. Like when you compare this to Crabata, it's just night and day, right? This is a AAA level game. Looks really clean. And to the naked eye, the games that I'm the most bullish on is, does this game to the naked eye just look like, you know, a modern, cool new game that you'd want to play? Like, take away the blockchain aspect, just ignore all that. When you look at the gameplay, is this something you could show a 15-year-old kid and he's like, oh, interesting, you know, oh, I might play that? Those are the games that have a huge advantage because their gameplay loop, which is what you will spend the most time doing, which is basically the whole game, is what will make or break it, right? It's what determines whether it'll have an actual future and determine whether it'll be successful and whether it can actually grow and become something that's like incredible. So their battler looks dope. Their open world, the art design, just fantastic. And basically you play as like this trainer, this Pokemon trainer. This is your character, and you go around in this open world and you can capture ethereals, which are their like their monsters, I guess you could say. They're like NFTs that you can capture and then go train them and battle them, level them up. And there's different areas, different zones with different like levels, like level 0, level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously you need to be, how do you say, ranking up to get to the harder zones to actually be able to battle them. And there's different rarities. Sometimes you might find like super ultra rares that just happen to pop up that are like super low rates of finding them, like you would in you know, other games or in WoW or whatever it may be. So the gameplay is just fantastic, really, like high level, high fidelity. The art design is fantastic. So you have a docked team here, really building something incredible on Ethereum, partnered with Immutable X, so we can have those lower gas fees. And right now, the game is not available. It's still in development, but we are seeing these gameplay teasers of real gameplay, right? These are not cinematics. This is like real, actual gameplay, which just looks incredible. We've never seen anything like this yet on the blockchain. So something to look out for, right? Something that's definitely on your radar. If you are looking for what is going to be the cream of the crop, I think Alluvium really stands a good chance in the arena of fighting for that top position. They've got so many good things for them, and they've got a shit ton of liquidity, man. Alluvium, with its diluted valuations, almost at $6 billion. We are currently 70% down from our all-time highs, but we almost cracked $2,000 back in December, which is just ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. So if you own it, you can stake it. There's already some base utility for owning it, even though the game's not out. And they have pretty damn good rewards, pretty damn good APY. So if that's something you're interested in, obviously be wary. Anything you put into crypto could go to zero. This is not financial advice. You know, you got to make your own decisions. I'm not here telling you what to do with your money, whether it will go up or down. This is just information and entertainment at the end of the day. So that was Alluvium coming in at number 4. Number 5. All right. And there's a reason why number 5 rhymes. Big time. You know what I'm saying? I talk about this one a lot. Big time is so sick. And actually, good news, we have a new gameplay teaser. Check this out. Third person MMO, action MMO. It's kind of got a cross between Fortnite and Elder Scrolls Online. You can kind of feel a bit of a crossover in the third person action. We're looking at skill-based shots. Really good art design. Like, this looks fantastic. Once again, if you were to bring your friend over who's a gamer and has no understanding of crypto, and you put this in front of them, they're just going to be like, oh, is this a new upcoming MMO? This looks sick. Like, I want to play it. Anyone who's not crypto native would want to, like, at least take a look at this, or is intrigued a bit. You know what I mean? They understand this more than, oh, Bitcoin has a total supply of 21 million coins and peer-to-peer. Like, trust me, I love crypto. Like, I love it to death, and I think it's extremely important. And I'm a total nerd when it comes to that. But at the end of the day, how are we going to onboard the next billion, the next 2 billion, the next 3 billion people? It's going to be through some breathtaking game that is just garners a crap ton of attention from non-crypto native people, aka gamers. So this is just great to see this gameplay. Once again, I'm very bullish on this project, on this game. When we take a look at their team, it's just so stacked. We have the founder of Decentraland, Mana. The man who made Mana is creating this game. And we have a superstar team, talent from Activision, talent from Epic Games, Riot Games, Blizzard, okay, EA. It's just super stacked. People who've made Overwatch, right? People who made God of War, Call of Duty, Fortnite, League of Legends. We're talking about veterans. Like, these guys are not amateurs. They know what they're doing. So I'm super, super duper bullish on Big Time. There are things available to be purchased right now. They have these like spaces, which is essentially land NFTs, and they've already been giving away or they already had a sale for their founders passes, so people who get alpha access to the game, which I own, and I'm going to be streaming for y'all when their beta or their alpha becomes available to the people with the founders NFTs. I can't wait. It's going to be really exciting, but don't sleep on Big Time, man. It's going to do some big things. Okay, no pun intended. That was number 5. Moving on. Let me know if you're liking this bullet speed. I'm just trying to go in, trying to just speed through her and just give you the alpha. Coming in number 6, Aurora. Okay, Aurora. It's a JRPG, kind of similar to Alluvium, but just a different style. They're building on Solana, play, catch, earn. I really like the art style. Like, I'm a real big fan of the art style. Looks like they're also doing like Pokemon type battler. But what I really like is their art. They have a token out already. I guess we'll get to that in a second. Let me just show you their gameplay right here. And I am a fan of, like, I am bullish on Solana and these other chains, Binance, for games, because they have high throughput and they're very cheap. Even though there are criticisms for their, are they truly decentralized? Are they reputable? Are they secure? Are they as safe as Ethereum? We can debate and go back on those things. They're definitely things worth debating. But from a gaming perspective, they are perfect. Literally perfect for video games. So I really like this art style. I'm liking what they're doing here. Aurora, do check them out. Backed by Animoca. Animoca has been doing big things. They're like a titan in the metaverse gaming space here in Web3. So whenever Animoca has their name slapped on something, doesn't mean that they're always going to be wins, but hey, it's kind of like if Microsoft were to slap their name on something, or Ubisoft were to slap their name on something. It's definitely worth taking a look at. Aurora. All right, moving on. Horse racing coming in with us at number 7. Was this number 7 or number 8? Whatever. Horse racing is our next one. Horse racing. So Pegaxi. You've seen Skull do horse races for us here on Franken TV every Friday. We've been doing that, and it's very, very simple. It's just horse betting, horse race betting. You actually don't need to bet. You just need to own an NFT, and if you rank first, second, or third, you earn their in-game token. So they have racing, breeding, and renting. You can actually buy these NFTs and rent them out through their APY. So it's not manual. It's not like scholarships on Axie Infinity. They have an entire app for renting. So it's just seamless, trustless, boom, bada bing. You don't have to go through the headache of recruiting, finding the person, I do like that they have that built in. I think Axie Infinity would have really been a smart move if they did that as well, because their scholarship programs or the programs the community like makes themselves are so popular. But I'm liking that they have renting built in. Each horse has its own stat. It's really that simple. Like, you buy their NFT, you connect it, like they said, purchase it, you enter a race, you prepare, and you race. Like, it's that simple. And here's a look at they've got 2D races where it's just like a leaderboard, and now they have the 3D races. So let's take a look at it. So you'd basically be in one of these gates, and you're hoping that you get first, second, or third. And off the races we go. So, I mean, I really like this gameplay. It's hype. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, shit. The animations look clean. Like, this looks really clean. Very well done. I am impressed with the Pegaxi team, and I do really like their 3D model. So the camera angle is great. Like, you see the stats at the top, 42 kilometers an hour. It shows, like, the wind, the temperature. Very fascinating. And there you have it. And you get the replay cam. So clean, really well done, like very well done. Pegaxi is doing a really good job. I think honestly right now they're the top dog when it comes to blockchain horse racing. And yeah, they've got the PGX, the VIS. You're going to see this with a lot of games. They have the two cryptocurrencies. They have like a governance one, or one that represents like the company and the building and the assets, and one that is just used as a utility token to pay out people per race. This is what you earn for racing, and PGX is used for actually like upgrading or creating and breeding. Just in a massive team, like absolutely massive Docs team. I like what I see. I like what I see here. I like their gameplay. I'm excited to see what they're going to do in the future. So, keep tabs on them. Let's actually just quickly look at PGX to see where it is right now. Is it pumped up? Okay, those are the last two. Just see here. Big Oxy Stone. So we're currently at 17 cents. Yeah, we're actually at an all-time low. 83% down. Highest it hit was $1. So it's technically a lot less. It's a lot less risky to get in now than it was previously on this insane pump. And like I said, the beauty of the crypto games is they don't really care what's going on with the market, as long as what they're like. If they have a good game and they can capture attention and people want to play it and people will buy it, it will ignore Bitcoin. And while Bitcoin was dumping into oblivion, this thing rose for a month straight. It literally did like a 4x. So games, they can ignore bear markets if they really do work. If they have a well thought out economy, if the team is like really working to keep adding utility and they have a good gameplay loop, games can like defy gravity here in crypto land. But mind you, the volatility is also insane. If you bought at this top, you are down pretty bad right now, right? So do keep that in mind. So the last games here, I've also talked about Thetan Arena. Great gameplay. I've shown it on stream before. The only problem is they didn't really think out their tokenomics too well. So I do give them credit. I have them on the list because I like the gameplay. I like that their team is docs. They're actively like doing AMAs and trying to make the game better. But I do think they botched their tokens completely. This needs to be completely redone and rethinked. And until they do something there, I personally am not holding any of their tokens. But if you are looking for a game to play, Thetan Arena is just so easy to get into. It's like 400 megabyte client. The gameplay is slick. It's simple. It's fun. I would really recommend you guys try it out. It's free to play. You don't need to own any NFTs to play it. Get a feel of what people are developing, what they're making here in Web3. Thetan Arena is a good MOBA battler. Like, it is good. Like, it's skill shot based. It's skill based. There is a bit of a learning curve, but it is fun and it is a good game. It's just unfortunate the tokenomics did not really turn out the way I thought it did. So, but something to keep in mind. And then finally, DeFi Kingdoms. DeFi Kingdoms is so cool. Like, it's basically exactly what it sounds like. They've taken a normal DeFi APY and they've gamified it. It's massive. If we just look at the price action, it is down a lot from where it was before, back in January at 20 bones. But the actual like design is really, really cool, very creative. I'm very bullish on DeFi Kingdoms. I love what they're doing. I don't think I'll actually be able to sign in here right now, but a quick look at their gameplay, what the map looks like. You basically have this map here, right? And you can go like when you go to a typical DeFi APY, it's just like Uniswap, for instance. If you go to Uniswap, like, okay, what token do you want to swap to, right? You come here, what do you want to swap to? What do you want to trade to? Maybe you have some pools, you can add liquidity, you can earn some APY. What they've done is they've taken those mechanics and they've gamified it in a map. They're creating a whole metaverse, basically, like this pixel cool 2D metaverse, and it's so dope. Like, it's just so well designed. So you go to the marketplace, you can buy NFTs, and you can buy like characters that you can level up in the world, and you can go do quests and go to the professions to train your characters. If you head to the market, like if you go to the marketplace, you have like trader and the vendor. And the vendor is where, when you go to the vendor, it pops out a Uniswap APY to like swap tokens. It's really cool. I've done a deeper breakdown on this one before, but do check it out. DeFi Kingdoms is on the Harmony blockchain. I tried to provide various blockchains on here today, from Solana to AVAX to Binance, Harmony. They're one of the biggest, like if not the biggest game project on Harmony. And Harmony, once again, high throughput, proof of stake, super virtually like priceless transactions. You're paying virtually nothing. It's kind of like Matic, if not even cheaper. And I just love the design. I love what they're doing here. It's really cool. It's really creative. And it's a vast map. And now they have land. You can purchase land on these outskirts. It's just really cool, man. It's really cool. I think this will be the future. You know what I mean? Creating these really fun, interactive interfaces that we are accustomed to, that are understandable and that are fun and that are really engaging, that have the blockchain layer behind it. So that is pretty much our wrap up here. My top 10 blockchain games. My Frankens, my Frinkity Franks. Hope your Saturday is going fantastico. Oh, it's been pretty, how do you say, foggy? Or not foggy. The overcast here in Canada has just been brutal. Waiting for that sun to come back. I miss the sun, man. I miss the sun. Okay. I am a child of the sun. I need the sun in my life. So that pretty much wraps this up, guys. I'm just going to keep this one short and sweet. Don't want to take up your time. I want you to enjoy your Saturday. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. And I will be talking to you guys soon. That wraps up our blockchain gaming list. Okay. And the Franken tape is coming. Okay. It's done. But the rollout. Oh, also NFT LA is coming up right around the corner. Check out our pinned tweet. We've got a tweet coming out soon today about the specifics. You don't need to be a holder to come. So please do come to that. All right. Appreciate y'all. Take care.
Shorty pick a number, ask her what she want, and she told me that she only need a one-on-one. You can go and check the wallet, I'm just having fun. Watch the money come, I ain't tryna flip, baby, I just bought the dip. And get my bitch is curvy, I ain't talking about the hips. Didn't need a white list, took a shot I can't miss. I'm just sleeping while they sleeping, they forgot the D-list. Now I'm like, oh no, I don't want that FOMO. We about to blow. Don't blink too quick, might miss it when we go.